Welcome to episode 5 of DRW Radio. This is going to be a little bit of a different episode. We're going to be covering all sports, plus going back on some things on DRW, and I guess that's where we will start. Earlier this week, we found out that Chris Cage and CM Punk both left DRW, and I'm still booking Chris Cage in matches. Why? Because he's a talent I need, or a name that I need. I really didn't even need him, but I overthought some shit, so I needed him. As soon as this Sunday's over with, he probably won't be used anymore. CM Punk is talking a possible return, but when he returns, it probably will be a long-ass time before he ever sees a championship. That's all I got to say about that. But here on the DRW panel, we got Mr. Money in the Bank right now, Bully Ray, and the DRW champion, Tyler H. How you doing tonight, fellas? Proud. Guys, you there? Guys. Well, I guess it's just us tonight. You're not talking. Tyler, are you there? Hello? Oh, I had him on mute. Haha, I'm smart. Like I said just a few minutes ago, the DRW panel, we have fucking Bully Ray and the DRW champion right now, Tyler H. How you doing tonight, guys?
I'm doing good.
I'm doing good. How are you doing tonight, Bully?
I'm doing great.
Alright, well, we talked about earlier this week on how CM Punk and Chris Cage left. Chris Cage's name is still being used because he's a name that had needed to be used. CM Punk already talking a possible DRW return, but I already promised him if he does, he will not get a title shot for a really long time. Why? Because he left without notice. And a future sign for anybody listening out there tonight, if you do want to leave, just hit me out, be like, hey, I'm not happy here, maybe we can fix some shit, make you happy, or not, you can just fucking leave. But just don't leave without any notice, because that really pisses me off. Like, if you're going to leave for a certain period of time, but you still want to stay in and shit, I mean, I can take you out with an injury like I did to Grant. It's no big thing. Just make sure you're not a big star. But on DRW, as of late, all that's went down. The United States title's really heating up. We talked about mostly about everything there is besides, hidden storylines I really don't want to talk about out in public, and spoilers and whatnot. I mean, I'll drop a spoiler on you right now. An evolution is coming to the eyes of DRW, and a big shocker is happening. There's actually going to be a lot of shockers at Battle Clash. But, I kind of wanted to touch on some other sports as of late, but we'll jump into WWE right now. What are your guys' thoughts on the WWE landscape right now?
Alright. I watched, SummerSlam due to work and all that bull crap and all that fun stuff, but I did watch, Raw the next day, and I saw, I was pretty surprised. I was not expecting that from, Triple H and all that. I was not seeing that. I thought Daniel was going to win, but I was not seeing, Triple H, doing the pedigree and all that on Enterprise to have Randy Orton win, and now he is the WWE champion. And it's bringing me back to, I saw it on Facebook too, and I thought about it when back in 2007 when Randy Orton was the champion and he wanted everybody to shake his hand, and HBK returned and attacked him. And it's kind of the other way around with Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton and all that.
Yeah, well, hold on, I'm going to try to check my Skype here, see if it doesn't freeze up my narration. It's probably going to. No, it didn't. Hold on. I don't think it's ever going to freeze up again. I'll be mighty happy if it doesn't. That'll actually make me really happy, because we'll be able to continue. Don't freeze up. Okay. Back to the fucking video. Tyler, you had a lot to say the night of SummerSlam, because I was on the phone with you the night of SummerSlam. But now, as we're 2 weeks into the storyline and it's heating up somewhat, and we're 2 weeks away from Night of Champions, what are your thoughts about that?
Yeah, after I watched SummerSlam pay-per-view and I saw what, if Daniel Bryan went, I knew Daniel Bryan was going to win because John Cena was going to be leaving because of his elbow. And even though WWE did not want him to compete that night, he still refused. So he did compete, and I knew he was going to lose. I was already talked about him losing the title, and I was happy for Daniel Bryan. But just seeing Triple H pedigree Daniel Bryan and have Randy Orton come out and cash it in was basically, calling it the new corporation of WWE now, and him being the face of WWE, which I'm really happy about. I actually like Randy Orton as WWE champion and him being a heel again because that's what everybody wanted. But it's shocking about Triple H becoming a heel after him feuding with Brock Lesnar and.
Yeah. Well, hold on. Let me stop you there because THG is calling. Alright, Tyler, continue what you were saying about the Triple H heel turn.
Well, basically, with Triple H becoming a heel, that's basically becoming the old Triple H, back in the Attitude Era days, and him being a champion for a long time back then, and I actually like Triple H being a heel again, with him being a face, competing against Brock Lesnar and all, that was a great storyline he did, but and then. Now going back to heel, I believe that's what everybody is happy about him doing again.
Well, I've read a lot of rumors as of late. Goldberg returns, Batista returns. I'm not really hope both those guys return, but us as THB just joined and we didn't really get his input on it. THB, I think you're pretty up to date on Raw and SummerSlam, what's gone down. What do you think of the Triple H heel turn?
Well, that's not what I'm here to talk about right now.
Oh, yeah, okay, you missed the whole DRW conversation as well. Alright, let's step a couple feet back and let's continue talking about DRW at the moment.
Tyler H. My old friend Tyler. Let's see here. Is that what you really think, that I'm the underdog of the triple threat match? Is that what you think?
Well, I'm saying,
Is it?
You state that you're the underdog of this match, but you're not.
Yeah, right. How do you possibly figure I'm not the underdog of this match? You two have a feud. I threw my name in the hat because I basically handed you the DRW championship on a silver freaking platter with that chair shot. Did you see it? Did you see it with your own eyes? Because all you heard was smack, and DMG was down. And then, you want to know the funny part? The funny part about that episode was Grant Van Dam. When he said that, my mom's going to win the championship back, and she's going to powerbomb THB and blah, 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 blah. That was funny because I really find it funny that he thinks that, because Tyler, what you don't know and what Grant doesn't know and what the other 8 superstars that are going to be in the Battlestorm match doesn't know is that I'm the only one who has experience in the match to begin with. So, if you're wondering who I'm targeting in that match, it's Grant Van Dam.
Yeah, that'll be at Proving Ground, September 15th, 2013. Will be the next time we're on pay-per-view after Battle Clash. The pay-per-view Proving Ground, where the main event will not actually be a title match. It will be a match to earn a championship match at Natural Destruction. The first ever Battlestorm. Tyler, you were on the phone. No, you weren't on when I announced it. I announced it in the episode before. I hope you watched that whole episode. I think you did. Exactly. And
You announced it with.
yeah, that was you, wasn't it? THB. Well,
Episode 3.
yeah. Alright, well, I guess we can move on now to another topic. in DRW as of late, I was the mastermind behind the United States Championship tournament. I felt like we earned the right to put another title up on the roster. Now, I've gotten everybody's opinion on who's going to walk out the champion. THB, you weren't on the phone when we got to talk about it, so I'm going to get your predictions for every match, or maybe predictions have changed between us all. But, THB, we're going to start with the United States title tournament. Who do you see going into the finals, and who do you see winning the DRW United States Championship?
Like I said in episode 3, my friend, I said Sean Jersey, Ricky Taylor. Sean Jersey v. Ricky Taylor in the United States title tournament. Ricky Taylor coming out with the belt. I know me and Sean Jersey are stablemates and we're brothers and everything, but I gotta say, Rick Taylor needs it more. He's hungry for it more. He deserves the belt a lot more because Sean Jersey's he's a legend in this company. He's a legend in general. Now, being an original in DRW, I mean, the fact that Sean Jersey is in this match, he's not in one championship match, he's not in two championship matches, he's in 3 championship matches on the card. And honestly, I agree with you, Chris Zero, and you, Tyler H., that the man needs to focus. Sean Jersey needs to focus on the U.S. title tournament first. Take it one match at a time. You know?
Yeah, that's actually very true, you know. I mean, Sean also needs to get on and fucking promo more because promo's how you win here. And, you know, Rick Taylor may be my nephew, but, you know, people can say that I'm biased all they want to, but the truth was I could have handed him.
My friend, you're not really biased. It's a promo to win, and if Ricky Taylor promos and Sean Jersey doesn't, then Ricky Taylor is the U.S. champion.
Well, yeah, and not only that, you know, and a couple months back, Grant did say that I was biased. I can't remember what for, but he called me biased. Oh, and it was because I was going to take that 6th spot in the Elimination Chamber to fight Austin, and I didn't, and I gave it to Grant, but overdrew it to where I fucked Grant out of it, and I put Gat in, because Gat not only had more talent, but I knew he'd have my back going into it. So, and, you know, I could have handed...
Put in it.
Yeah, and I could have handed Rick Taylor the win in the 6th rookie ladder match, but I didn't because he didn't promo, and Bully Ray did. Therefore, Bully Ray got the briefcase, and he made Bully Ray the big fish.
That ladder spear? That ladder spear was nasty. Like, when I saw it, because I was in the back watching it, right?
Yeah, when he speared Ken Gatlin through the ladder.
That had me barking out. Yeah? Yep. Yeah, that ladder spear had me marking out. And I'm like, my God, I wonder, and then in my mind I'm thinking, I wonder what would happen if Ricky Taylor ever stepped in the ring with the monster THB. Who would win that fight?
And you know, I was kind of honored that my nephew even came to me and said, you know, I'd love to make my debut anywhere, but I want to make it in DRW. And I was like, all right, we'll hook you up with a character and gimmick. And, you know, we went over hours and hours and hours of footage and promos and shit.
That's smart, getting your feet in the water like DRW so you can have the experience and you can have the tools to take it into, like, other brands, like what I did.
Exactly, and see...
I did a year ago when I made my debut in MWA. I took my talent from there. I can't believe I just said that brand name, but I took my talent from there and I went to other companies. And look what happened in a year.
You know, you know, when we talk about biased federations and we talk about biased talk, you know, Torrance brings up MWA. I have a lot of respect.
It's the fact that management's corrupted because it's not the fact that they're biased or anything. When I was there for the first couple months, it wasn't really biased. Yes, I was getting wins and I was getting losses and I was accepting my wins and my losses and championships and whatever. It's not the fact that NWA is biased. It's because of the fact that Nicholas Watt took over management duties from guys like Trey Cass. and Chris Fury and Devin Allen, because all three of them have lives. You know, they're all doing their own thing. They're getting their own money and stuff, right? Nick Wyatt, on the other hand, what's he doing? He's sitting at home running three, four feds at a time? Like,
well, you know, not only that, you know, at Summer Bash, I was booked to fight Trey Camp in the Loser Leaves NWA. But the way that card was already booked, I knew straight up, after 9 of my beast-ass promos were going off on the guy. And, you know, I'll admit his video promos were really good, but come on, I out-promoed the guy in every corner. But I knew I was going to lose, so I just walked away.
4 or 5 good ones to a 3. I can tell you that. You had like 4 or 5 good ones to a 3. But what they decided to do was they decided to keep the belt on Trey Camp because they wanted to keep him. They wanted to keep the little asshole undefeated and shit. But we're not here to talk about NWA. We're not here to talk about biased federations or corrupt management or anything. We're here to talk about DRW and one of our biggest pay-per-views of the year.
Yeah, that's right, Battle Clash, September 1st. Don't forget it.
Our second biggest pay-per-view of the year, Battle Clash, besides Proving Ground. We're here to talk about our first biggest pay-per-view of the year, Battle Clash. Our first of the fall pay-per-view.
Exactly, and, you know, Tyler H. even brought this up to me, you know, and he's all like, it's either go big or go home at Battle Clash, and then, you know, the question has always been, if Rick Taylor does win the U.S. title, that only gives him more momentum. And, you know, the guy's undefeated in singles competition.
To be in the main event spot.
Exactly, but then, you know, I don't want to forget other, you know, talents. You know, we got the triple threat tag team ladder match, or 2 out of 3 falls match, which...
I have a question about that one. So, with Jersey Nation and Scum, it could be any 2 members of Jersey Nation and any 2 members of Scum, you said?
Yeah, it's any 2 members. It's any 2 members of Jersey Nation and Scum. And if All American Rejects ever added a 3rd member from here until Battle Clash, it'd be any 3 members of or it'd be any 2 members of them.
So it's like the unknown rule known as the Freebird rule, basically.
Basically, see, that's what makes us different. Because not every federation does that, and mine does.
Exactly. It's like, DRW, honestly, I wish it was around like the first couple months of RP, so I could actually be a part of it, unless DRW was the replacement of like NWC or something.
It basically was. It was the replacement. I revamped it because, you know, when TNA got shut down, which was a fed that I was help running, when it got shut down, I gave it the NWC page, and that winded up being Friday Night Smashdown, which has nothing done to it right now because Penny doesn't have a computer ATM, and, you know, then I made this one, and this is one, it was Real Wrestling that I made that never really got up on its feet, never even had a match card made, so I just changed it to, I went through 3 names before I finally came up with Dark Rebellion Wrestling, and the DRW name I didn't even mean to happen. I wanted it to be something original, but DRW is still pretty good. At first it was a CRW production, but now it's on its own feet, you know, with me running it by myself and shit, me being the sole admin. I think I'm still the sole admin, I'm not sure, but I think I am.
You got a lot of good talent, and just adding somebody like me to the DRW originals, and adding like all these guys, all these stables, all these storylines you have good storylines. We just gotta pick up on them, have like a climax or some stuff, you know?
Exactly, and see,
the Tyler H. DMG storyline, I get that. It's a storyline based on, okay, Tyler H. took the title from DMG wants it back. But then you throw me in there, you got DMG wanting revenge on me for targeting her, so Tyler H. can take the belt from her. I mean, there's so much other stuff. And speaking of GWA, Austin kept bringing up Global Wrestling Alliance and stuff, right?
yeah, he kept bringing up a lot, like CXWI and GWA.
Yeah, right now, currently, I am the first and longest reigning GWA Cyber X champion at 29 days. That's a whole month I've held that belt.
I was the first and last ACW World Champion. And really, when I was saying that I was gonna be it, it was straight up a lie. But I winded up being the first and last.
Championship Wrestling?
What?
Was it that Atlantic Championship?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
I remember that company like if it was freaking yesterday.
Yeah, Jake gave me the GM spot, and then he just left. So I left it alone.
I won the American Championship from those guys, I believe.
Yeah, you're the American champion.
I won the Extreme Championship and I won the American title, and I was supposed to be in line for the world title, but
yeah, shit went south and the Fed just went under. Jake, I don't even think Jake RPs anymore. I really don't.
Not to my knowledge, but anyway, I heard we got Luke Arrow back.
Yeah, he signed with us 2 days ago, and right now I have no current story for him, but I was going to talk to him about that later tonight, about a possible storyline signing, but I don't know. And then the Crispin Wall guy, I was thinking about having Jericho.
A lot of people were talking about, they were messaging me on Twitter. A lot of the fan base was messaging me on Twitter saying, are you staying face? Are you staying with Jersey Nation? Or are you turning heel like you did you turned like half heel like you did in Buffalo with Scum? Or what are you doing? It's like, to the fans of DRW, I cannot personally say, because I don't want to be like, spoiler alert, this is going to happen here, this is going to happen here. No. I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to surprise the shit out of you and say, wait until September 1st at Battle Clash, because something big with the THD character is going to change and shock your brain.
Exactly. And see, the Steven Spradlin guy, you and him seem to have some heat. All I got to say about that is to watch your pack September 1st. Steven Spradlin's been known to cost somebody some championships.
And this dude, Steven, he's got a big mouth.
Exactly. And see, sorry, Tyler and Bully, I haven't really had a discussion with you right now. Me and Torrance had some personal shit we had to get out the way, but I do want to mention something to Bully Ray. September 1st seems to be your big night. Yeah.
Listening. Bully. Man. How's
But go on.
the case feeling? A lot of pressure, huh?
Lots of pressure.
Yeah, man, because you got every champion on watch right now. You got, every champion on watch. My question to you, I know I'm not supposed to be the guy to ask questions around here, but my question to you is, how does it feel putting fear into every champion in DRW?
It feels awesome. It feels great. It makes me feel like, like I don't need Ace's names here, because right now, every time I walk into that building, I look at all the champions' face, and they all just, they all have,
inside, they're all quivering in fear, because they know at any random time, you can cash in at any chance you possibly get to win their title back, to steal their championship from them, basically.
Yeah. Anytime. It could be in the locker room. It could be in the, anytime. Anytime I feel like it's ready.
It could be at concession stand. It could be in the parking lot. It could be anywhere as long as there's a referee around.
Yep, anywhere.
And see, that's and I kind of added that any championship mark in there because, me and Bully have discussed it management-wise on what he's going to do, and it's going to be huge, and frankly, it's going to add another oomph into DRW.
Okay, what if he wants the tag team title? Then how's he going to do that? There's no two briefcases.
Hey, any championship dude wants to win the tag titles by himself. All right.
Find a partner and we just run out there. Yeah. So, yes. Like you said earlier, we talked management-wise. He knows, the board knows, all the bosses know what's happening. I know what's happening. And let's just say, when the day happens, it's going to be huge. It's going to be
when September 1st comes around, it's going to be big, huh?
Oh, I'm not saying the day, but you know, it could be that. It could be that day. I'm not saying days. I'm not giving names.
Are you saying it's going to be as big as my quote-unquote spoiler that Chris Zero already knows?
Maybe it might be
That
bigger.
the writers already know about, that the whole, because on my profile it says I'm safe currently.
And let's just say, the only thing for sure about DRW, in the great words of Sting, is nothing's for sure. And you know, Tyler is the one guy that's basically gonna have the big impact, because it's like he's the guy that decides what happens come September 1st. And Tyler, how is the pressure there?
Well, first of all, for Bully, you're talking to the DRW champion right now. And if you even try to cash in that briefcase when I retain my championship, and I beat DMG again, if you even try to cash in against me, there's no way that you're going to beat me.
Tyler, don't forget, you have to also deal with a six-fed Hall of Famer, me.
You're just going to be like John Cena and fail.
Oh, and I also have a big announcement there. January will be the first ever DRW Hall of Fame. Probably focusing on the guys that made the most history here. Probably a lot of the inaugural champions will be in it. There'll also be a heel turn of the year, wink wink, and there'll also be a face turn of the year, championship victory of the year, upset of the year, promo of the year.
You already know what's happening with the THB character, so no need to, you know.
Oh, wait, did I say Hall of Fame? I'm in Slammy Awards.
Freaking met Slammy Awards, bro. You met Slammy Hall of Fame. Dude, we haven't even been in a year yet. What the
That's what, I don't know why I said Hall of Fame. I don't.
Hall of Fame? What the hell? I should already be in it. I mean, I have an original, and I was like one of the first 10 people to sign a contract to the company.
Exactly. You see, Arrow, I'm kind of happy to have Arrow signed, because I could actually do something. Well, sorry, Luke Arrow. My bad. Luke Arrow. Fucking 2 days ago, he was Arrow Jericho.
I'm just happy that Connor, I'm just happy that you came to me and gave me a contract and said, dude, we need your help. Here's a contract.
Exactly. And see, you know, after everything that's already happened, and, you know, I'm kind of glad that you're on full-time. I'm kind of glad the boy Ray's on full-time. And Tyler, I don't see Tyler ever leaving. He doesn't have a reason.
Okay, who's all shocked that John Shaw's actually signed a contract to DRW?
Yeah, I actually thought I'd never hear from that guy.
I know who that's the superstar known as Jay Styles. That is my dog right there.
Yeah, I know, and he was a part of Rick Taylor's debut. He got ripped in half with a spear.
He was also a former tag team partner of mine who I have not won tag team gold with. Just like you, Connor. You and I have never won tag team gold together. Me and Jay Styles never won tag team gold together. But me and Sean Jersey and Michael Parker have. I've won tag team gold with Michael Parker, and I've won tag team gold with Sean Jersey. Yeah. But I have not won tag team gold with Connor. That's the crazy part.
And see, you know,
we've been all over the world together.
Yeah. And see, I'm kind of sketchy about the Steven Spradlin guy, because he will not come in for an interview. He straight up will not. He won't come in to be on the radio.
That Steven guy? Yeah, he's different.
All talk, no bark.
He talks, yes. He's all talk.
And see,
He thinks he's me. He thinks he's the kind of guy that can try to outsmart talk me and out whatchamacallit with me, and it's not working basically.
I know this next week on Rebellion, which will be booked right after Battle Clash is over. I do have plans. I have plans for what do I have plans for? I have plans for Rebellion. I have plans regarding. It's basically the aftermath of Battle Clash.
That's what I said. And then when the Rebellion show comes up, we'll probably be like less than 2 weeks away from Proving Ground.
Yep.
We'll be less than 2 weeks away from Proving Ground, so I honestly think that at the next show, Rebellion, after Battle Clash, we should start announcing the 10 people who are going to be in the Proving Ground match. And to you, Bully Ray, and to you, Tyler H., you're looking at you're talking to one of the 10 men who are going to be in one of the most dangerous, sickest matches in the history of RP Wrestling.
That came from the mind of this guy. I did create it.
I will be watching that match very close. Very, very close. Just right.
Because the winner of that match gets a briefcase. Basically what happens is he can cash in. It's not money in the bank, but like you get it's kind of like money in the. It's kind of like what Bully Ray has, basically.
Yes. Yeah. Except mine's better. I have all.
But it's better for Bully Ray because Bully Ray can cash on any champion.
Yes.
The battle sword can only can cash in on the 3 major champions.
And
World
the
champion.
choice and the option has to be chosen the week before, so that way there's enough promo time and stuff. And whoever does win it, I could possibly see going into becoming the next whatever champion they choose. And as we're talking about future new champions and everything, I can't help but to talk about Kid Crush versus Firestar Hart because.
Talk about the man either. I can tell you my history I had with him. I had history. He crushed on me in CRW and beat me for the CRW United States Champion. And what did I do? I got up after the match and I shook his hand and literally told him in his ear, "You are the future of RP." Because when I usually declare that someone's the future of RP, I'm 99.9% right, basically.
Exactly.
Rick Taylor and Kid Crush being the future faces of DRW, to be honest with you, and me.
Well, now that we're
Rick Taylor should be the three faces if we wanted to be.
you see now that we're talking about that, Proving Ground. Oh, what does that tell you? Fucking rookies everywhere. And see. Exactly, and the Battlestorm's going to be a great way to do that. Hell, if Rick Taylor, he'll probably be U.S. champion, but if Rick Taylor does come up short, that'd be another match I'd love to see him in, but I don't see him coming up short because I got a lot of faith in him, I got faith in him becoming the first ever United States champion, and how good that would look. Makes his debut, about a month ago, and he just comes in and just rampages and goes straight for the fucking U.S. title, because when I first...
A month ago. It was a couple weeks ago, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think it was like 3 weeks ago, maybe. I know that. And
3 weeks ago, maybe.
I think it was the week before Aftermath.
Yep, week before Aftermath, when the tournament started. He made his first in-ring debut against Jay Styles, and then he went, after Jay Styles, right onto the tournament.
Yeah, it was a triple threat. I remember his first 2 matches. It was him versus Jay Styles versus Jake Mitchell, and then his next match was him against Jake Mitchell, and then Then it went on to the tournament where...
Six-way ladder match, then the tournament.
Yeah, six-way ladder match, then the tournament. Yeah, he's had quite a few matches under his belt.
And he had a couple very good showings under his belt, too.
Exactly.
Now, you guys see the THB character progressing from, the generous, kind soul that's like, okay, Alex got this loss here, this loss there, to transforming and turning into, something darker and more, more evil-ish.
Oh, and spoiler alert.
Me Evil was the Fallen Nightmare character.
Oh, and spoiler alert, I forgot Jim Cornette didn't mention this, and neither did I, neither did Bill Clinton, but the very, very last match in the tournament, I think we were talking about a ladder match, but that's not going to work. So, because I'm tired of seeing ladder matches everywhere. So what I'm going to do, it's going to be called Full Metal Mayhem. Tables, ladders, chairs, barbed wire, but the only way to win is by pinfall/submission. And
the Battlestorm case.
the United States title.
You want me to make the change on the DRW page since I'm on it?
What?
You want me to make the change since I'm on the DRW Facebook page?
Yeah, go ahead and announce it. Tyler, I think you're in DMG and THB's match. Isn't that like a three-way street fight, or is that just a triple threat match? Jesus, there's not a lot of stipulations that night. Destination War, the first pay-per-view, there's a hell of a lot of stipulations. No, it's a triple threat DMG Dungeon of Doom.
I've never been in the Dungeon of Doom match before.
I think the only way to win is by putting somebody through a table. I totally forgot you.
Myself.
Tyler, you've been in the dungeon before. CRW, you were in the dungeon. Remember? You were not in the dungeon with DMG.
That's a long time ago.
Yeah, that was like a couple months ago. But you were in the dungeon with DMG, and I watched the match, and I'm like, holy crap, I would never want to be in this dungeon. And now look what happened.
Well, how do you win the match?
I have no idea. We would have to ask Dark Maiden or somebody how to win the match.
Oh, ask Phil.
Nothing like Hell in a Cell or an Elimination Chamber.
She said something about a table. I think it was like a tables match kind of thing, but
Surrounded by weapons?
yeah, it's something like that, but I don't really remember. I think it was like a tables match kind of last man standing. I'm not
I think
sure.
there's like weapons hanging or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to ask you again.
Crap, dude. What the hell is it? Kind of like, whatchamacallit? Kind of like, Lethal Lockdown, but only 3 people?
Yeah.
Wow. Actually got the hang of that. Holy crap, dude.
Kind of like the Chamber of Horrors. Sounds like the Punjabi prison. Only way to win is by pinfall or submission.
But the Punjabi prison match, you also had the escape clause, too. You have to get through the door and then climb up and over.
Yeah.
Which was a bullshit match. I mean, the best part of that match was the fact that Batista jumped from bamboo to bamboo and got up and over in a matter of a heartbeat. It was a really good spot in that match. But you see how WWE's never had that match ever again.
Yeah. I kind of revamped it with the Chamber of Horrors.
If I had to choose a hardcore match, like if I was choosing a match to put the 3 of us in, I would put it in Raymond's, whatchamacallit?
Clockwork Orange House of Fun. Yeah, see, Grant kind of made one of those matches too, but he revamped it and called the Russian House of Horrors.
I would either do it for that match or I'd do it for the Dax and TMP match, but we should have like an extreme rule, like not an extreme rule, but like hardcore justice pay-per-view, when like everything's under hardcore rules. Like each match should be under hardcore rules, like we have it for Battle Clash.
And see, I was thinking about that, but having that the Extreme Rumble night.
Holy grounds.
I don't know.
I want to see what the rookies can really do.
Yeah, I'm ready for Proving Ground. I'm ready for Battle Clash. Happens this Sunday.
Storm, dude. I'm ready for the Battle Storm match already. Like, what the hell? I'm already pumped for it.
It's coming soon, September 15th.
Doing the ring with me.
And what was I about to say? Oh yeah, now that we can move on from that topic, I kind of I wanted to touch on a personal subject here for a minute. I was about to say Carnet Cordigan, but no, not him.
Because I already said my piece in episode 3.
No. I wanted to talk about what CM Punk told me. The guy that RPs is CM Punk. The dude had the balls. The dude that RPs is CM Punk.
When he left?
Yeah. Well, what he said, he left because he had beef with Grant and he didn't want anything to happen to him. And I was all like, dude, you do realize he was trying to build a feud. And he was like, yeah, I know, but if this is real life, I'd fuck him up. And I'm all like, well, separate real life from role play.
Exactly. Freaking separate it from those two, and then you guys are already building a feud, so you guys can geek it out in the ring.
And that's what I told him. And see, he was all like, oh, it's just a game. He was like, oh, it's just a game, but hey, you should join my group that I'm going to start. And I'm like, no.
It's like, dude, you're already in a group. You're in my group.
No, he left.
He left. What really made me mad was Chris Cage leaving.
That pissed me off because there was actually going to be a twist to the whole story. Kid Crush was going to cost Firestar the title, but instead he held his hand up after he retained the title, and the Kid Crush dropped him.
Yo, you could still have somebody cost Firestar the match. You could still have like a rookie cost him the match, and then have a rookie Firestar feud or match. Done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like have a rookie cost Firestar the match, giving the belt to Kid Crush. But knowing Kid Crush, he'll probably take it from Firestar anyway.
Probably, the way the promo's looking, he's going to.
And then we all saw Tyler's promo, and then you guys all saw mine. And it's like, but my question is, where the hell is DMG been? Where the hell is DMG's promo?
Yeah, and I told Phil, dude, she doesn't promo, she doesn't win, and she's gonna be one mad bitch with me. But I think she's moving or something. She told me she's moving or getting a job, doing something. So she may be taking a break from role plays. I know. I'm not all that sure.
I see, but it's like, I'm like, okay, you're in a match, you're in a promo match. It's like, come on.
The last time I talked to her was when I won the WCW Television Championship over at Attitude, and I haven't talked to her since.
Like, wait, what's been the state of Attitude anyway? Because I'm probably, because with your grass pitch ass gone, I may come back. I may, you know.
Oh, I've already retired again from there. I just didn't feel as if I needed to do anything else. But I won the television and hardcore title. They're letting a lot of new guys get a lot of shots. Steven Bensinoff won the WWE title. Ryan Pettigo won the ECW title.
I'm on the WWE Attitude page, and it says they closed the doors.
No. They made another one. It's called WWE Attitude and Role Play Matches.
WWE Attitude.
Yeah, it's called WWE/RPM Attitude.
Cause I see another group, WWE Attitude Roleplay Only.
No, that's not it. It's WWE/RPM Attitude. I just looked at it.
Yeah. lot of DWS RP. You know, but there's a lot of other new good wrestling groups out there right now that I want to, you know, put my mind on and put your guys' mind on, you know? Like, there's a lot of other RP groups out there in the world right now, you know?
Yeah. And see, that's another thing I wanted to talk about. You know, I'm not gonna talk like Brendan DeGraff, acting like other feds don't fucking exist or they're not as good as us. I actually do want to become better than most. I want to become better than MWA. That's my goal.
MWA too, because I don't like Trey Cat, but I don't like the way Trey Cat was running things, and they kicked me out again.
It's all good. That's why you got a home at DRW.
Like, okay, I'm in a group, right? I'm in a set that I co-run, right? Okay, Connor, you remember a girl named Dawn Marie and a girl named Lisa Rowland, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Storm Chaser and Linus. Well, I'm in a group with them too called Legends Cave Wrestling, and we're actually doing pretty good. You know who we actually got on board that's surprising?
Who?
Jeffrey Romans. A lot of people remember Jeffrey.
Yeah, he's actually RPing now as a character that Phil gave him called Josh Hardy. And I've booked him in several matches and he never promoted, so...
Because Jeffrey's been busy and he's been running other federations and all this other crap. Like, Jeffrey's a very busy dude, and he's, like, running different companies here, there, and everywhere, and all this other shit, and I'm like, Jeffrey, what you need to do, man, you need to focus on what you're doing right now. Like, you need to focus on, like, your wrestling stuff. Like what I do. Like, I come home, I promo. That's what I do. Or I write something quick at work, and then I'm like, okay, I'm just going to promo. I just got to up my promo ante when I get home. Like, this week I have off, so I'll be promoing a lot more.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I'll be promoting a lot more for shows and shit, like pay-per-views and shows.
Yeah.
Cutting federations off, too, you know? Like Chris Cage and Zari Thorne and a whole bunch of other people.
Yeah, I was doing the same thing. I mean, there's a lot of feds I need to go in there and leave. I mean, I got a lot of feds that I'm in, but I don't promo in a lot of them. I don't role play in a lot of them. I only pay attention to Attitude, CRW, and DRW. And Attitude, I left for a little while. Like, I haven't left, but I retired. But I still pay attention to their posts and shit. Because I may want to come back one day. I'm not sure right now. But as of right now, I'm done. And CRW, I'm out for a month. There's a big storyline going on with me with a comeback. Tyler H knows about it. It's going to be epic. Tyler H is my bro right now. He sent me a couple TNA movies. CRW, that'll never die.
Yeah, that took Chris out for a month with, I banged his knee up before he beat out the sledgehammer.
Shit, I may need to make a return. Fuck.
DRW is up, but Phil just, like, gets really lazy with posting results and shit.
That's honestly what I need to do. I need to make a return to friggin' CRW or something. Because it's like, nobody knows where I went. Nobody knows, nobody knows where I went exactly, you know? Like, everybody's like, oh, Doris, what happened to you, man? It's like, what do you mean what happened to me? I'm still around. I'm still around. I'm still, I'm still wrestling and shit. I'm just.
You know, the one sad retirement that actually hit me pretty hard was when Devon retired from wrestling, dude. I was mad when, I don't know if you ever fought against him, but Devon Rising Sun Richardson.
It wasn't the fact that he retired, it's the fact that he got beat in the match.
No, I'm not talking about, like, real life. I'm talking about Devon Rising Sun Richardson. He retired from RP.
I thought, he retired?
Yeah, he retired a while back.
Oh, that was my dude. I was going to go on a friggin' tag team title run with him. That made me sad a little bit, dog. Like, when I heard that Kevin Nair retired, that made me sad a little bit. Only, like, I always wanted to fight that guy. Like, one one-on-one. I always want to wrestle him for some reason.
You know, Devon gave his heart to the company. You know, we wish him luck in all his future endeavors and whatnot. He's a pretty cool old boy. But Tyler H will never retire. I don't think. Bully Ray.
There's a reason why King Crush has turned into the animal that he is. He's using Taz.
Yeah, he's a walk-alone type of guy. He doesn't go with the Deadly Alliance. He doesn't go with Scum. He doesn't go with anybody. That's the true threat in DRW right now. Him and Bully Ray, because Bully Ray's got the briefcase.
Yep. Besides, there's me too. I mean.
Yeah, you could be the reason why Phil loses the title. You could not. I mean, you could enter Battlestorm. You could win the whole fucking thing, and you could go fight Phil, or Kid Crush, whoever's champion.
Win the Battlestorm again. Because I've already won Battlestorm once. I wouldn't mind winning it again. That would just cement my legacy as like one of the sickest men in DRW. Because I was already that when I was in the NWC, when I won the world title times.
Exactly, and see, now the way things are going, I'm looking pretty happy. DRW's looking pretty good. And that's why I have pay-per-views every 2 weeks.
Yeah, but I always miss NWC, man. Those were some fun times.
That was great. You were the longest reigning NWC World Heavyweight Champion.
A tournament that had more prestige to it.
Yep.
And look what happened.
Yeah, that was a great tournament. You and Chris Cage actually. No, it was you and Phil in the finals, and you took the title.
I took the title from Phil because I don't know who interfered. But I remember when I faced Michael Parker, I think it was the first time. I cashed in Battlestorm, won it off him. Then it was this rematch. Then Mike Muncie came out and powerbombed him through a table. And then I had to vacate it due to injury. Or I lost to Phil. And then me and Phil went back and forth for the title. The third time, and then apparently Arrow Jericho took it from me.
Yeah, he cashed in on you in the locker room.
He cashed in Money in the Bank on me.
Yeah, after he won Feast or Fired.
I still owe that fucker that one.
Yeah, I don't ever even think that he knows that he won the title, because he left as soon as I posted that.
As soon as he posted, he won the championship from me. He's like, I'm out, I'm bouncing, bye. And then I'm trying to find it again, and then it changed to California Wrestling Federation. Like, the fuck is this? This ain't my NWC.
Yeah, California Wrestling Federation, that's a grant. And then he got his phone taken away, so he couldn't get on Facebook, and so that fed's dead.
Then he got his phone dragged, and that fed died, which made me sad, because it's like, we went from NWC to California Wrestling Federation, and then nothing. It's like...
Hey, and then DRW opened the doors, and we were just blasting ass ever since.
Man, I was thinking we should have merged NWC and DRW combined, just so we could have some more fun. Like merge NWC National Wrestling Championship and Dark Rebellion Wrestling into one super fed.
It was always a good idea, but it's dead now, so I'm just gonna... DRW's fine, I guess, right now.
It's dead and buried, and I was the last champion.
Yep, you were the last champ. But, yeah, but,
I still got the gun in Buffalo. I still got it, so, yeah.
Alright, well, this has been a great edition of DRW Radio. I'd like to thank Tyler H., THB, and the briefcase holder Bully Ray for joining us. This is episode 5? Many more to come. Like and subscribe, bitches. DRW Radio will be nightly, probably a lot of episodes every night. Tomorrow I go play baseball. Tomorrow I will win my second baseball game, sons of bitches, so be warned. But anyway, like and subscribe and promo. So we'll see you guys later.